Good afternoon. I am getting ready to make some pecan pie filling that I am going to water bath can. It is May 2021, and the reason I'm doing this now is because last December my mom gave me this big container of shelled pecans. These are pecans harvested in the fall season of 2020. So pecans, once shelled, their shelf life is pretty much just 6 to 12 months. Anything longer than that, they just lose their taste, they become soft. These are still really good, still nice and firm, and they taste really good, but I don't want to run the risk of them going bad, so I am going to can them into pecan pie filling. I don't feel like making an actual pecan pie right now. I want to save this for the upcoming Thanksgiving and Christmas season, which is still 6 months away. And so I did a little research on the internet, and I feel like the best way for me to preserve them is to make a pecan pie filling in a jar. And so it's going to be 3.5 cups of halved shelled pecans, which this is probably around 4 cups. And then this is the ingredients for this pecan pie filling. It's going to be 4 cups of apple juice, non-sweetened, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, clear gel, a packet of clear gel, and just a couple spices, a teaspoon of ginger, a teaspoon of coriander, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. I know this is like a big container of cinnamon, but I bought it in bulk last Christmas, so that's why I have so much cinnamon. And then also towards the end, you're gonna add 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So really not that too many complicated ingredients. So the first step is to get the syrup mixture going. So we're going to combine the apple juice, the sugar, the clear gel, and all the spices in a pot and start to get them to boil. So pretty much the only thing you're not adding right now is you're not adding the lemon juice and you're not adding the pecans. Those are the last step. So we're gonna get all these ingredients mixed together in a pot on the stove and get that boiling. And then I also have my water bath canner. If you can hear it bubbling, it's important to have your water bath canner ready because as soon as you get the mixture in the cans, you wanna water bath them immediately. You don't want them sitting on the counter while you wait for your water bath water to start boiling. My canner personally takes like an hour just to get the water boiling when I fill it completely full. So you definitely need to know how long it takes your canner to get to that boiling water temperature. Here are all the sugars, spices, and the clear gel and the apple juice. So we're gonna whisk it together over medium heat until it starts to boil. Once it starts boiling, you add the lemon juice and cook it for another minute. And then you fold in the pecans. So basically we're just getting it up to boil and it should start to thicken. And just, you gotta watch it. You kind of pretty much just have to stir it constantly because otherwise the sugar is going to burn. You're essentially making a sugar syrup mixture. The mixture is boiling. I already added the lemon juice at the last minute. I'm gonna take it off the heat and now I'm gonna fold in the pecans. That's 3.5 cups. I actually have way more pecans than I estimated. I thought I had like 4 cups. I actually have like 8. So I might make another batch after this. But first I'm gonna dump those pecans in, fold them in, and then add them to the jars. I think it's gonna make 2 of these quart jars. I sterilized 4 to be on the safe side, but the recipe didn't specify, but just eyeballing it, I'm pretty sure it's just 2 quarts. All right, so the one batch does make 2 quart jars. I wiped the edges and now I'm gonna put on the lids. And so this one quart jar makes 1 pie. If you wanted to can it in pints, 2 pints would make 1 pie. But since I had some big quart jars, I decided to go for the 1 pie for each jar method. Now I'm gonna get these 2 started water bathing for 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a second batch. It took about 10 minutes to get this up to boiling. So by the time I get all the ingredients done and started boiling and these 2 jars filled, these 2 should be done with their water bath, and then I can water bath the last 2. My second 2 quart jars are in the water bath. I got 15 more minutes left. I've already cleaned up everything else, and these two have already popped, so that makes me happy. And yeah, so the container that my mom gave me was just enough to make 4 of the quart jars, so that would have been 7 cups of pecans. So it'll be able to make 4 pies. So what I will do is I am going to let these sit on the shelf until November, and I will make a pecan pie in November and do a video on that to see how it turned out. How does it taste after sitting, you know, shelf stable for 5 months, 11 months. I just don't, you know, it's May. To me, pecan pie is a fall dessert. I just don't feel like making it right now. I have strawberry themed stuff I'd rather make, but I didn't want the pecans to go bad, and that's why I decided to can them now. I am done. All 4 jars have popped, so that means they have sealed properly. They're still very warm, so I will wait until they cool down before I put them in the pantry. I will make a video in November making a pecan pie, because this is the first time I've tried this canning method, and so I am curious to see how it's going to turn out. This recipe is very popular online with lots of positive reviews, so I think it will work out. But if you're curious how to make the pie, you take one of these quart jars and you empty the contents into an unbaked 9-inch pie crust pan, and then you bake it at 400 degrees for 10 minutes, and then you turn the temperature down to 350 degrees and you bake it for an additional 30 minutes. A couple of people recommended to, once you pour the mixture into the pan, decorate the top with some more pecans. I won't do that unless I get more pecans this year, because I don't want to buy any pecans. But if you have fresh pecans on hand when you make this pecan pie, then yeah, it will make the pie prettier if you just sprinkle some on the top. But not necessary. I'm not going to do it. I think this is plenty of pecans for the pie. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you've tried this and it worked out, comment down below. If you have any other great ideas on how to can pecans, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.